Don Coscarelli is a Libyan-American film director, producer and screenwriter born in 1954. He is best known for the film series he had written and staged, which followed the award-winning genre milestone Phantasm. In Germany banned 12 years after he came out, meaningfully under the title
Das Böse.
The Evil. Normally he writes and produces his own movies. With Phantasm he also shot it and made the cut. Most of his movies are distributed by small companies with very little advertising, sometimes years after they are finished, sometimes not even with a cinema run. This makes him one of the rarely truly independent filmmakers. For John Dies at the End from 2012, see the same named Rareview. In 1976 he directed and produced with a young age of 19 the drama Jim the World's Greatest and Kenny and Company, which were both critically well received.
Phantasm, the delusion of a disordered mind, a phantom, a spirit, a ghost.
Tommy's gone. It's hard to believe. It was a good idea not to let your little brother come to the funeral. Yeah, I don't like this place. Something weird is going on up there.
The funeral is about to begin, sir.
In 1979, Phantasm appears. Teenager Mike lives since the death of their parents with his older brother Jody. He secretly discovers grave robber activities by their local mortician, a giant named Tall Man, and also that he is protected by strange flying balls, while he shrinks human bodies and prepares them for transport into another dimension.
I believe you. What we gotta do is lay that sucker out flat and drive a stake right through his goddamn heart.
You play a good game, boy. But the game is finished.
Phantasm is an ingenious genre mix, which spreads from the start a surreal, nightmarish atmosphere. Brilliantly scored by the soundtrack by Fred Mirro and Malcolm Seagrave. With costs of just $300,000, it made $12 million back. It is a lot more intelligent and subtle than many other horror movies from that time period. And funny enough, in fact, just a much smarter variation of Ed Wood's Grave Robbers from Outer Space. That of all movies, this one got banned in my country caused many people like me to expand their own film collection. Since obviously no movie was safe anymore, no matter how old, no matter how good, no matter how often he ran on TV or how many awards he has received. In 1982, Beastmaster was based on the same named novel by Andre Norton, the alias of Alice Mary Norton. The fantasy movie is about the warrior Da who can speak with animals, which is why he is called crazy. I mean, of course, Beastmaster. As a child, he was torn from his royal parents after their empowerment, and now he's back for revenge on the evil sorcerer who has stolen the throne. Beastmaster had no success in cinemas, but in the years he developed a remarkable life on television, where he was shown apparently 24/7. That went so far that someone said HBO stands for Hey, Beastmaster's on. The movie is just okay, decent cast with a few nice ideas. The music is very, let's call it, inspired by Battlestar Galactica. Back then I went much harder on Beastmaster because compared to Conan, The Dark Crystal or Excalibur from the same period, the movie looks like a home video. In 1991 there was a continuation, Beastmaster 2 Through the Portal of Time, with another director. It plays largely in LA of the 90s and the story seems like from a child, which probably sat too long in front of a TV. And what a surprise, with Trashmaster and worst director ever Jim Wynorski on the screenplay, see also the Swamp Thing remake in the same named Rareview, this Borefest now makes total sense to me. In 1996, Beastmaster 3 The Eye of the Braxus was another sequel directed by somebody else. This time direct to video and in my case as usual direct to garbage can. The thing looks even cheaper than part 2. Like it was made 5 years earlier, not later, with laughable bad dialogue and annoying score from Jan Hammer. From 1999 to 2002, the TV series Beastmaster got aired with 66 episodes and 3 seasons. This time with a new lead. Despite a promising trailer, I could not watch because I had something more interesting to do. What was that again? Ah, that is. Running away, screaming at the mere thought of it and banging my head repeatedly against the wall.
For 10 years, the secret of Perigord Cemetery has remained a mystery.
1988 Phantasm 2 picks up where the first one left, resurrecting formerly dead small characters and mutating them into main ones. Reggie got stabbed at the end of part 1.
You think that when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us.
While the real lead, Mike, is replaced by someone else, leaves after 7 years the mental institute and goes together with Reggie on a road trip, looking for a girl who is in telepathic contact with him, of course. Since part 2 was produced by Universal with $3 million, there were a lot of conditions concerning the plot and the actors. That did not really pay off, as it just made $7 million back and was neither a financial success nor went well with fans or critics. The road movie element in the middle drags a little bit.
It's only a dream. It's a dream.
No, it's not.
But the good final compensates some of it. The practical effects are still worth a watch, and it is the third best or third worst of the 5-part Phantasm series. Depends on how you count.
Take a good look around you. Because when you come back from this trip, nothing will ever look the same to you again.
Jake Connors, mercenary between wars. Commander of the Blue Legion Survival School.
Look around you. The guy next to you just might have to save your life.
Hank Chambers, the Iron Man, founder of Survival Quest.
In 1989, Survival Quest appears in my country with the stupid title Camp of the Lost Devils. Because why not? On a mountain are 2 different groups. The Blue Legion is a gun-happy squad of teenage boys under the command of a tyrannical survivalist. The other, called Survival Quest, is a sort of backpacking self-help group led by a carrying mountain man. When one of the armed group goes crazy and makes false accusations, the Blue Legion aims to kill the rival campers. Survival Quest has a good cast, an interesting story and beautiful outside shots. It is the first survival movie which caused no escape reactions with me, and a real insider tip. 1994 Phantasm 3 Lord of the Dead goes on where the second part ended, but this time again with the original main character as Mike. The dead brother Jody from part 1 appears as one of the silver balls, which now suddenly contain human shrunken brains? Of course.
Now it is time for you to come back.
Phantasm 3 was again under the control of Coscarelli, budget $2.5 million. Since there were disputes with Universal, it did not get a theatrical run, but very successful on video. In general rated worse than part 2, for me it's the second best of the series. It drags not so much as his predecessor, and the original cast simply fits better. The visual effects are good as usual and the new characters are fun to watch, even if the plot doesn't make for 2 seconds sense. But that's the trademark of the series anyway.
Where he came from, nobody knows. His evil spread like a plague.
In 1998, Phantasm 4 Oblivion appeared and was immediately forgotten.
The final game. I'll begin.
It opens where part 3 left off. Reggie is looking for Mike with the Jody sphere, constantly fighting off Tall Man's henchman, which is at the same time talking to Mike and showing him his origins from the last century. He also has the whole time flashbacks from the first movie, like someone who directed, not experienced it. Phantasm 4 Bolivian had a drastically shortened budget of $650,000, which wasn't nearly enough to make it. It could only be finished with the help of fans and a lot of material from the predecessors, especially part 1.
Phantasm 4.
And it shows.
Coming soon.
It is the only part that really scares me because it is deadly dull and I'm sure I can't take it a third time without risking dying out of sheer boredom.
How could I have gone from the king of rock and roll to this? Old guy in a restaurant.
You were an Elvis impersonator. Fell off a stage and broke your hip? What, 20 years ago?
That's where they took a piece of my brain. I got a little bag of sand up there now.
Jack, President Kennedy was a white man.
They dyed me this color. What we have here at Shady Rest is an Egyptian soul sucker of some sort.
Some kind of Bubba Hotep.
Mummy hiding out, feeding on the sleeping.
He can just keep on feeding unless he's finally destroyed.
In 2002 brought us Bubba Hotep. Two men who claim to be Elvis Presley and John F. Kennedy live a sad and unhappy life in a retirement home. After several mysterious deaths, they trace an ancient Egyptian mummy that feeds on the weakened souls of the inhabitants. Elvis and John decide to give their life a meaning and fight the mummy. The $1 million movie based on John R. Lansdale's same-named short story was initially just shown at festivals, where it quickly gained a cult status. Later it had also a cinema release and made a bit more than its costs back. It shines with an absurd funny story and a Bruce Campbell in a lifetime performance.
We can remember swimming in December, heading for the city lights. 975, we shared each other, nearer than father, son of the lemon.
In 2005, Incident on and off a mountain road is the first episode in Masters of Horror.
We are the people that rule the world, fussing in every boy and girl, all rejoicing.
While driving on a lonely mountain road, Ellen loses control and collides with an abandoned car on the roadside. The driver was a victim of the deformed serial killer Moonface, who is now also chasing after her. The interesting TV movie is entertaining and well cast, but lost me with a stupid ending.
The feeling is stronger.
2016 Phantasm 5 Reveca appears under new direction but produced and co-written by Coscarelli. It continues in bright sunshine in the desert where part 4 ends, completely ignoring the final events which played out at night. Reggie is as always looking for the tall man and his friend Mike, interrupted by fights against henchmen and flying balls.
There are some schools of thought that suggest the possibility that one could be in two places at once.
Real anymore.
He is purely delusional.
You're not even real. You're my bad dream.
At the same time, he continuously wakes up in a retirement home where everything is peaceful and he is an old man with dementia, telling an unbelieving Mike the story the audience is just watching. Phantasm 5 blah 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 is one big fuck up. Even if you forget about the story, which is just lazy crap and worse than fanfiction. Or the embarrassing gags, it really does everything to piss off even its biggest fans. Plays for no reason, mainly during the day, and looks like a student film. The CGI is a bad joke and even worse thanks to the daylight scene, so you can see the mess much clearer, especially the spheres look fake as fuck. In the end, there are a few apocalyptic scenes which probably are just there to tell the audience we could have done that if we wanted, but we didn't. So why stopping there? Just go all the way and show a gigantic middle finger at the end. That would fit perfectly to the shitty rap in the background.